welcome to Move. We're going to get ready to move. So, Mama, if that's moving up, then I'm
moving out.
Moving out. All right, let's have a seat. We're going to be doing large muscle groups today. So, nothing real therapeutic, but sport specific, which I really shouldn't say therapeutic because stretching in general is therapeutic, and it's the one thing we leave out, guys. It's the one thing that we don't do enough of. All right. Let's just start by sitting up straight. You're thinking about, Paula, why is this more comfortable than this? Can you guys think about it? My feet are up. Okay, so as I sit up straight, I feel, I'm tightening here. I'm tightening in my hip flexor, and it's stretching behind my knees. And it's hard to sit up straight, and that's why this feels better. I just loosened here and relaxed here.
Right.
Tighten your hip flexors, stretch your hamstrings. Now pull your toes back. Why is that so hard? Roll your shoulders back, and now check this out. Bring your head back. Why is that so hard? Some of you guys just leaned back, right? Stay straight up. Toes are back, chin is back, body is up. Are you starting to shake a little bit?
Yes.
Do you want some fries with that shake? I know I do. Sharon just rolled her eyes.
Yes.
All right. Relax, like this. Doesn't that feel better, guys? But can you think about what's holding us up? That's why weakness here, tightness here, is why we don't have great posture all the time. All right, let's do this. Simon says, take the right foot over the left. Sit up tall again. But this time, don't worry about the top foot. Take the bottom foot, pull it back, sit up tall. Now, for you guys that are really flexible, you may not feel this at all. So what I ask is, with an upright back, lean in. Don't fold yet. Lean in. The rest of us, let's grab something. Grab a shin, preferably your own.
That's
and
my joke.
now we can all the way down. Now, my chin is not on my chest, but my forehead is trying to get down to my knee. And relax. Don't go anywhere. Let's do it again. Let's come upright, up tall, chin back, lean in a hair, or a rabbit. Now relax and fold forward for more of a low back IT band. Low back and IT band. IT band. IT, guys, it's iliotibial. Ilium is our pelvis, really. Tibial, obviously, is our shin. Well, say obvious. Relax. So that's a bone that goes from your pelvis to your shin. And it really gets affected when we do a lot of exercise and running. It gets tight fast. All right, cross the other leg. Hope to die. Stick a needle in your eye. I don't know. Up tall.
Lord help us all.
Chest up, lean forward, not folding yet, with a straight back, lean forward. Never even liked that other movie, Brokeback. Not a fan. Wasn't sure how far to take that one. All right, now let's fold forward, folding forward.
You know, the governor called Bonnie and I personally and said, I know you guys need to get back to work, so I'm going to open the gyms now.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Preserving the life of one Steve Feaster.
Bonnie and I have been digging out in the backyard.
I'm looking at Debbie and Sharon, and everybody's smile because they do feel for me.
Up tall. Technically, if any husbands died during this quarantine, they're counting it as COVID. So it may not have been a cough. It could have been like some murder, but it still counts because it's the quarantine that got us. All the way
Why
down.
do we have a rolling person in the back? Oh, that's Karen's. Was rolling around. I'm like, who's the rolling? Oh, it's Haley's.
A little one rolling
Guys,
around.
can you get down a little lower? Go ahead, fold forward like you're putting your forehead on your knee. Iliotibial. Guys, think about this. Guys, from their hips to your knees are pretty straight. Fellas, we're pretty straight. Ladies, your hips tend to be a little wider than men, but your knees are still the same distance. So you have this angle. So from your ilium to your knee is a little bit more of an angle. We call that the Q angle. And what happens with tight IT band is it pulls out on your knees, on your patellas, and that can cause knee issues. So please, just this stretch alone, every day for 30 seconds on each side, can keep you from having knee pain, especially for you walkers and joggers. Quad stretch. Lean to the side. We're going to try to use the ground to block this. If your knee is killing you, I suggest, are you waving at me or are you cleaning your screen? Cleaning my screen. Oh, now you're waving. Cleaning, waving. I get it. All right. Are you stretching that quad though?
So if that bothers their knee, you were going to say to go on their side?
Just like that. Yep. Now, the other thing you can do too is start to pull back. Now, she's pulling her knee back. Her chest didn't move. My knee can't move, so I move my chest back.
Everybody's looking good.
Awesome. Now, everybody, take your belly button and pull it in tight. Did that make it stretch even more? So we're getting a little bit of pelvic floor, lower abs, and hip flexor. All right, relax.
That's when he also normally will say, sulk in.
Sulk.
Sulk
What
in.
I mean by that is, let's go to the other side. I'll show you what I mean. Do you see the way I'm arched up? Like my belly's really arched? I want to do the opposite. I want to curve in. And as I do, I get a better stretch.
And it looks so easy, but it's not.
Paula's going to go to the side to relieve the pressure on her knee a little bit. Guys, if your knees are bothering you, if your knees are inflamed, it's going to be hard to stretch your quads, but at least we can get them as lengthened as far as we can. Tummy in now. Suck that belly in and sulk. Lean back. Some of you guys, and some of you guys are already doing it, you can go down to your elbows. You're allowed to go all the way back as long as this knee doesn't come up in the air.
Nice, Nadine. Look at her go.
Nadine Green?
Nadine Armstrong.
Armstrong?
Yeah.
Awesome. Hey, there you are. What's up, Armstrong? Awesome. All right, guys. So we got quads. We got a little IT band. Let's go to inner thigh. Inner thigh is here. Let's walk it out. Now, let's do this. While we're here with our fingertips down, or even here with our hands on our shins, sit up straight. I'm trying to push my butt back. I'm trying to arch my back so I'm up tall. Can you feel that? Mm-hmm. So the pelvis controls the inner thigh, or the inner thigh controls the pelvis. If my inner thigh is tight, why is this easier than this? Right? It's tight muscles that are pulling us down. Now it's okay to curve a little bit. It's a little bit okay to fold forward and walk those hands forward. You guys that have the ability to do a band or a towel around a table leg, you might want to pull yourself into the table. Guys, the muscles on the inner thigh are large muscles. You'll notice at lift, we don't have an inner outer thigh machine because the inner and outer thigh has a tendency to get large, muscular large, but you can't tell the difference between the muscles and adipose or fat tissue. So we don't work our inner and outer thigh muscles that way. We work them with lunges and plie squats. That's what makes them look thin and toned. But anybody that's doing squats, lunges, or plie squats, we have to stretch this out or we're going to lose range of motion and relax. Let's bring them in for about 10 seconds and we're going right back out and hitting it again. Ready?
Ready.
All right, back out.
Hi, Carrie Gamble. She's watching us live on Facebook.
Right
Carrie
on.
Gamble.
It's not fair if we don't get to see you in the dark.
I know, right? In her driveway.
Walk those hands out. Now here's something else to look at. I'm not going to address this long, but some of you guys, your feet might be, I call it goofy-footed, and it's nothing negative. It just means that your feet are turned in or turned out. Think of the muscles that control rotation at our femur. Try to keep them straight up.
Look at the long family.
Jennifer's dogs
the long dogs.
They have the obstacle course out there.
So if those are long dogs, are those Dachshunds?
No.
The Longs dogs? The Longs dogs are long. Oh, shut up. You shut up. That's funny. All right, now we got to get up and we have to stretch the back of the legs for hamstrings, guys. These are just, again, this is the kind of stuff you do right before maybe a baseball game or a volleyball match. All right, check this out. My leg is straight. The tendency is to just want to curve. See how curved my back is? But what I did is I just allowed my butt to come under, relaxing the hamstring. I want to push my butt out. I want to lengthen it even more by pulling up the toe, which is really not the hamstring, it's the calf, but still. We're getting this area behind the knee called the popliteal fossa. And the reason it's important, I know, I had to Google that just a second ago. But there's a lot of nerves and structures behind the knees that need to be stretched. Don't let go of that back yet. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Squeeze them together, and now fold forward. Now drop that foot. Now we're getting a little more low back and hamstring. We just took the calf out of it and roll it up.
Karen, let her know I'm waving back to her. She's just waving away.
Aww.
Other side. My toe is up. I kick it back. I squeeze my shoulder blades together. The reason I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together because I don't want to roll forward yet.
Flatten that back out, Evelyn. Just get that back real nice and flat.
Push your butt out. Push your butt back.
Yeah, the whole idea is to push your bottom out. Like it's trying. There you go.
Don't put a lot of pressure on this knee yet. 5, 4, pushing, pushing, pushing. Drop the foot, fold forward. 10, 9, 8.
Try to relax.
And roll it up. Right on.
Woo.
What'd you think? We're going to try a deep squat. Can you guys kind of straddle your mat? Can you turn your feet out? What I just did is I rotated my femurs out. Guys, there's muscles that control my femur, turning it in and out. So we're doing a plie squat. What do we work when we do plie squat? We're working the inner thigh and the outer thigh and the glutes. So let's stretch those. Let's come down. So it makes sense if I feel that in my inner thigh going down, stretching, guess what contracts to push me back up? My inner thigh.
Your inner thigh.
Good morning, Sid.
If I'm stretching it here, Sid's here. Sid's in the house.
Sid's in the house.
I heard he is moving to Sid City.
Oh my gosh, these jokes, what is wrong with you today?
Bad jokes.
I mean, he normally has
Sorry,
bad jokes,
Sid.
but this is like excessively bad.
Look, I'm pushing out on my thighs though. And relax. Come on up. Let's get a little blood in the inner thigh. We're going to do that one more time. Now this one, I'm not so concerned about the back rolling forward. I'm really more concerned about inner thigh. So again, point your feet out. Are you pretty wide though, guys? You want to be pretty wide. Come down, chest up, chest up, chest up. Now fold forward, push out on the thighs. Now, just lean down. Like you just lost your contact. And have you seen my lens?
I just want to push you over right now.
Oh my gosh.
Hey, Paula, can I ask you a question? Pushing out, and back up, and relax. Now, the burning you may have had in your inner thigh was one, stability, but two, when we're stretching a muscle, it becomes ischemic. There's no blood in that muscle, and it makes it tough. All right. Keep working our way up.
I'm still stuck on the popliteal fossa.
Popliteal fossa. Yeah, that was the tiger that was in Lion King.
Steve is the king of big words.
All right.
That was Mufasa.
Wait.
One leg up, one leg down. Pull it over. But we're not done yet. Watch what I do to Paula. Extend this all the way out. Good. I want you to feel it here. So reach across. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And then back. So not only are we doing low back, because this leg is extended, we're getting that IT band again. The iliotibial band from her pelvis down past her knee. Now pull that toe back a little bit. I want a little warm feeling back there.
Steve, what are some benefits for this, like the people that need to stretch certain areas and more than others?
So sometimes we have things that are out of balance. Let's say one muscle's really strong in the front. Let's call that the agonist. The opposite muscle, the antagonist, could be weak or tight. Those type of muscular, relax, bring your knees together, let's go the other way. Those type of muscular imbalances cause all kinds of problems. We start off here, and look, I try to reach out for my foot if I can do it, but if I can't, I just reach behind my shin. Extend that leg straight. I'm trying to pop that knee straight. So those muscular imbalances cause you to do things you probably don't even know you're doing. How many people, like you're rolling over in bed, right? And you're like, oh, why is it so hard to roll over? It could be that you're tight or weak. Getting out of a car. Are you holding onto that door way harder than you did when you're 20? Right? If you're pulling yourself out of the car, it could be not just weak muscles, it could be tight muscles. So those muscular imbalances are important to address, and that's what we're doing now. So get a stamp, get a letter, and let's address these things.
Oh my gosh.
And relax. Good, good, good. All right.
So much valuable information intertwined with the horrible jokes.
Sympathy cards can be sent to us at Lift Fitness.
We're double up in that mat. Let's get the froggy stretch. I dare not do this facing you guys, but you're going to get the idea. My feet are together, my legs are wide. I'm almost, guys, as far as I can get into a split. That's where my knees go, but I bring my feet together.
My foot wants to cramp.
Let's knock our... Oh, my butt's about to cramp.
My foot's cramping.
Your foot cramped last time we did this, too. All right, look at this. If that foot was back there, it's okay. You can walk it off, but we're going to knock our heads together and then push back. Now, see if we can knock our heads together on our elbows. Come forward and then push back.
Good morning, Tom Fritz.
Hey, Tom, we got to get coffee, man. Thank you for my email. I miss you, man. This is what I've been doing for the last 2 months. Not this. I haven't been here for 2 months.
I feel like it.
All right, but that's 30 seconds. That felt like 2 months. Come forward, legs out. Look at what I did. I just came forward, and that, again, was rotation in the femur.
Jennifer's getting licked to death.
That is not good in this position. Yes, we don't want to get...
Y'all are troopers, I tell you.
Push that bottom back. You know, with all the virtual doctor's visits, this could actually be a good stretch right here.
Oh,
we don't know when we have to get those. So, can you show me what's bothering you? Yeah, actually.
There's certain doctors that just, I don't think, can do virtual.
Yeah, we can't do it.
Sid Parker says, run these jokes up the flagpole and see who salutes. Good fun.
Bring those feet back together, come back up.
Oh, God.
Walk it in. What do you guys think? That was a really good one.
Oh, goodness.
All right, I want to stop with the lower body and the jokes just for a second, and let's address some upper body. Let's go and stand up. We're going to put this in the small of our back, just one arm around the small of your back. And let me show them on you, Paula, what's going on. When she does that, it's going to keep this shoulder down. She's going to stretch her neck this way. So this hand's in the small of your back. That keeps this shoulder down. Because it wouldn't do me any good to stretch my neck if I'm just going to bend. I want to create some length between, where's your ear? Between her ear and her shoulder. I need that to create length. So if you just bend to the side, it's not going to do any good. Now what I want you to do, Paula, I want you to look right here at that armpit, look towards the direction, and nod forward. So what she's done is see the scapula muscle in her bone? Scapular muscle. Scapular bone, right? Her shoulder blade is staying down.
What are you trying to say?
Well, we're stabilizing that bone, and we're creating length through the muscle. Scapular muscle. Yeah.
I have a muscle there. What are you
I
talking
pulled my
about?
scapula. Relax.
What physical therapy school did you go to again?
I know. That's, sometimes I get confused with my continents and countries, too. All right.
Yeah, you're incontinent.
When it comes to geography, I'm that was, give me up top. That was, all right, shame on you. Well, I guess it depends.
Oh, my gosh.
It took me a second. I knew there was one there.
Oh, God.
Oh, this is just not going to stop. Okay, if you can stand the smell, turn towards it and nod forward.
These are huge, especially for the stress that we're going through right now. We hold so much stress in our neck and our traps.
Absolutely.
And relax. All right, guys, this one's kind of funny. The old sprinkler one. Let's push forward, pelvis under. Push forward, round your shoulder blades out. I like to grab a wrist, and I'm pulling under with my pelvis and stretching, and I'm trying to stretch the rhomboids and the low back. Can you feel that? This is one that we've got to be careful of because a lot of times if we're at our computer, it's staying stretched all day long. This is me on my computer. It's staying stretched all day long. The rest of the day, we need to be upright, which we're going to talk about in a second. All right, Paula. Pull it the other way. Man, if the 80s would come back, I got so many cool dances.
And clothes.
I got the grocery cart.
Oh, my goodness. You've already flossed earlier today. I saw it.
Yeah, but that was like a new one for me. And relax. All right, you guys that have a wall, I want you to get up the wall. Tom, if you're doing this one's great for us fellas. Hands are up here. I want you to keep them blocked at 90 degrees. Go up. Come all the way down as low as you can, keeping those wrists on the wall. Keep your head back. Okay, so that's it for me. I should be able to get down a little lower. Back up. Back down. Now, if you don't have a wall, your back is flat, you're pulling back and down, trying to keep your wrist back. The tendency is to want to do this. All right, let's go in the front. Shoulder across, elbow in tight. Elbow, so don't grab your forearm, grab your humerus and pull it across this way. Now here, not only are we getting the medial delt, but you're bringing the whole scapula, you're bringing the whole shoulder blade around. Man, if Becky and Annie let go at the same time, they would knock each other out right now. Smack!
I love their lift character they've got in the background with the tennis ball.
Is that Kermit?
It's hilarious.
Right. Other side. That's a tennis pro right there.
What the heck?
Hey! Awesome.
That's awesome.
I love that. We got to take a picture of that.
I am taking
a picture. All right,
a
let's go the other way, guys. Pull this in. Bring it around. Does he have a name, Annie? Yeah. Who is...
Is that Boop?
And relax.
It's Boop.
Hands in the small of your back. Now, here's where if you guys have a countertop, let's say this is a countertop, Paula. Lean on the countertop. Now, you stand up straight. And lean back into me a little bit. So, guys, lean back into the countertop a little bit and come up really tall and straight. And then relax. If you don't have a countertop, roll your shoulders back. Let's keep going. Do that again. Once you rested, put them back. Roll them back and try to get them up tall. And the idea is that the countertop pulls and relax. All right, so far so good. Moving on to triceps. Triceps are the muscles on the back of your arms, or the dinosaurs that used to eat the Tyrannosaurus Rex.
They did not. The Triceratops.
The Triceratops.
He did not.
Look at this, guys.
My neighbor knew all about
From the back, she's touching down here in the middle of her back. She has her forearm on her head, and then we look up. By coming up, not only am I stretching the long head of the tricep, sorry long, but it's true, I'm also stretching my latissimus dorsi.
Debbie, look up for me. Sharon, look up. Really think about looking up and locking that head to those arms. Perfect.
Is your hand still in the small of your, not the small of your back, but in the middle of your back? Okay, relax. Let it down easy. Reminds me of how my girlfriend did me in the 10th grade. She let me down. It's not you, it's me. It's not you, it's me. Other side.
It was you.
It was me. Bonnie's had 25 years to tell me.
Yep.
Next Thursday, it'll be 26.
Really?
26 years.
Wow.
What an idiot. What have you been doing? Why you keep me around for 26 years?
Because you just get a little bit better every year. So I'm hanging in there for 80s, man. You're going to be perfect, husband.
I better learn some more jokes for the next 26 years. Look up, look up, look up.
You know it's bad when we get joke books for Christmas.
And relax from our members. All right, guys. So far, so good. We have about 4 or 5 minutes left. This is when we get back down to the ground. We're going to go through a little relaxation and posture stuff. Oh, real quick, Paula, let me use you. Up against the wall. You guys don't have to do this with you. I want to show you something I want you to do later. Get against a wall or a door. And Sharon, I think some of your classes, I've talked about this before. It's super important. Heels are against the wall. Buttocks is against the wall. Shoulders. Now here's the hard part. Chin is up. You're looking straight ahead, but your head is still against the wall. We tend to want to look up. That means that we have some issues. Now, come away from the wall. That feels awkward, right? Let it relax a hair. That's it. This is perfect posture, guys. This is where I want you. How do we get a reference for perfect posture? You have to get against the wall. Heels, buttocks, shoulder blades, and head. Come away from the wall. Relax a little bit. And this is where I want you guys to try to, I know it feels unnatural, but I promise you, you don't look unnatural. You don't want this, all right?
Typically speaking, women feel like they're poking their chest out, and they feel they're very unnatural, but that just shows there's some tightness. So it's a good reference, you guys, to do later on to see where you are on your posture.
All right, gently, we're going to be down. Now, be careful about this, guys. This already, just up on your elbows, if you're already feeling pressure in your low back or your neck, this is where I want you just to hang out. This is great. Some of you guys have been looking down so much that even this is tough. Just bringing your neck up is tough. I realize that. So I want you to stay neutral, look down, but give me that nod up. Let's create some range of motion cervically in our neck. All right, we're going to keep your hands there, but widen up your elbows so you can come down. My chin is on the ground. Everything is relaxed. All right. I'm going to go back to my elbows, but now I'm going to continue and push up with straight arms. I'm pushing my groin into the ground. And now my chin is up still. Now I'm getting more extension, right, through my low back. You guys might be feeling a lot of pressure. This is very medicinal. This is a great stretch before or after exercise. After exercise, we would hold it a little longer. Before exercise, you just want to go through this to limber up a little bit. Back down. All the way down. But now look, I'm going to go up higher the next time by moving my hands back one length of my hand. And I push up. That's going to bring me up a little higher. Now, if you're not able to push your hips and groin into the ground, you've gone up too high, lower yourself back down. I'm pushing in. I'm trying to get the biggest bend in my back that I can. Boy, that was a lot of B's. Biggest bend in my back, the B. One more time. If that's your limit, you stay there. Otherwise, come back with me one more length of my hand and up. We're trying to reestablish a position called lordosis. It's that little curve in the small of your back. Super duper important. But as we get older, we tend to lose that curve. And again, then we have the problem with muscular imbalance and posture issues. Back down. All right, watch me first, guys. Can you see the screen? I'm going to push back into child's pose. And I'm going to lean to the left, just lengthening my spine, putting my chest down. Trying to get my ear onto that bicep, onto the same side. And I'm leaning that way. One motion we tend to lose as we get older is overhead reach. Other side, and push back with the other hand. We need to maintain. We don't need to be lifting 100 pounds over our head. And relax. All right, boy, that was fantastic. By maintaining range of motion, sometimes we think we're weak or that we're losing balance. In fact, we are tight in losing balance. So we need to make sure we address these things. That was a good 30 minutes. Not real therapeutic. Again, therapy has all this stuff is therapeutic, but those are just some basic stretches that you guys can do throughout the day anytime you want, right? What'd you think?
Absolutely. I thought it was awesome.
I guess
I needed it.
John,
Woo!
it depends. That was pretty funny.
That was good.
Man, thank you guys for joining us. So later today, in a few hours, Bonnie and I are going to get together. We're going to put together some information on what is going on at Lyft, because we are opening on Monday.
Yes, I'm excited.
Awesome. So we are really stoked about that, guys. What a blessing. And man, thank you guys too. You guys that were praying for us, you guys that were supporting us financially, all that, and even just this Zoom, more than anything, kept me sane to be able to meet you guys. I think we're going to continue doing a little bit of that as we move forward, but what a blessing. And just to let you guys know, God took care of us. I think we're going to be able to get started the next few weeks without much problem due to just him blessing our socks off. So most of that is just you guys, and we really appreciate you guys for that.
So hopefully we will have a full schedule, or at least close to it, by June. So we're just going to ease into this, just like our state's been easing into this, so that we know what our members need and want. Obviously, it would not be very wise of us to go full-fledged and nobody show up because they're not ready yet. We want to make sure that we're giving you the best we can, and that we obviously are we're able to pay our staff and do all those things too that they deserve. So we're just going to fill everything out, and we're going to adjust as needed as all of our members continue to tell us what they need and what they're looking for. Again, since we paused billing and memberships during this time, we're tackling all of that literally individually, one by one. So as people respond to the memberships we're doing and all the stuff that we're doing, we're touching you guys first and taking care of you guys first, so that you can get back into the action.
And since you guys are the ones that really got to know us over the last 2 months, probably better than you wanted to, encourage those other guys that may not want to tell us there's a problem, or they may not want to voice something, encourage them to come to us and let us know what we can do, whether it's financial or a cleanliness issue or whatever it is. You guys let us know what we can do.
Yeah, absolutely. We know a lot of people are struggling right now, and we're going to, we want to bond together and do everything we can to get people active as possible. We know not everybody has a job to pay their membership dues, and there's literally nothing that we can't really do for you guys. So just just spread the news that if they're needing help, whether they're members of Lyft or not, we're here to do everything we can. We know God will take care of us. So you guys, look forward to seeing you in person.
Woo! It's gonna be awesome.
Remember, just to let you know, so you know what to expect, everything will resume like it was when we closed. We were already doing social distancing, and we had like an overkill of sanitizing products everywhere, and we will continue that. We are going to try to have a separate entrance and exit just to make things a little bit more comfortable for everybody. And no childcare, and the smoothie bar will remain closed just in the beginning, but we will reopen all of that as soon as things flow and we see how the membership flow is doing with the hours. We are going to be closed in the middle of the day for re-cleaning and stuff. But again, if everything goes as it's going right now, everything I think is going to open faster than we even expected, because things have been filling up so quickly. But we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
Yeah, we'll put something out later today, probably like a little 15-20 minute video on what to expect. But we really appreciate you guys. You were my sanity and still are. I really appreciate you guys.
Big hugs to you guys.
Hey, Pat, what's
Bye,
up,
guys.
man?
Bye. Have a great weekend.
Have a good weekend.